Hello, it's Kelly at the East 40 Community Garden at Northampton Community College. I think it's May 20th. But anywho, so today we got our tomatoes in the ground. So we have two rows of them. We have this row here, and then if you look over, I know it's kind of hard to see through some of that kind of crimson clover there, but we've got tomatoes down through this row as well. And if you recall in a previous video, I believe it was the unsexy video, where I was talking about cutting grass, but then what we do with the grass. I didn't get enough grass cut this year, believe it or not, to do all the rows before we had to do our planting. You can see I've got some grass lumped up over here. That's going to be our pepper row. But you can see here, like, this is what it looks like when the grass gets kind of matted down, but it's still like real thick. But here's the tomato plant in that versus what we had to do here, which is use some straw just to kind of like keep the moisture in the ground and also maybe help keep the weeds down. But each of these plants that we put in today, there's 32 in total in these two rows. They're mostly like a Roma or paste variety. Those, I don't know, I seem to use those the most. But so anywho, so this plant here, if we were to go down to the bottom of the roots that were in the pot, it was probably, I don't know if I can capture this in the camera, but it was like maybe that tall. So we buried as much as we could, mostly because for those of you who aren't aware of this, see those like little hairs on the sides of the tomatoes? Those are potential roots. So the further down you can put your seedling, the more root action you're going to get, which means you're going to have more water going into the plant. It's really good all around. So I really buried this thing as far as I could. I'm sure that maybe I could have put it, maybe a couple inches deeper. But I don't know, this is looking pretty good. What I did is I dug the hole, and then down in the bottom of the hole I put some eggshells that I've crushed up. The calcium from the eggshells is going to help the tomato plant regulate water. So you're going to get more uniform tomatoes that are going to be like full and fleshy, but also when it can manage its water, you're less likely to get blossom end rot. So put the eggshells in the bottom, put the plant in, put the soil that was in the bed back into the hole, and then we did a top dressing here with some aged horse manure, and then came through and just gave them a real good heavy drink, and we'll see where it takes us. We will be putting cages around these probably either tomorrow or sometime next week, and I'm sure I'll have plenty of videos about these delicious things as they mature. But that's it for right now. I trust that you all are doing well. Have a safe and wonderful time, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.